Hi there, I'm Amy from Cakes with Faces and welcome back to my series about cute, funny and strange gachapon from Japan. Now gachapon are the capsule toys you get from the machines. You can find them everywhere, outside arcades, outside shops and just on the street. There's loads of them in Akihabara, but you can find them in all the main areas as well. Lots of Gachapon series are related to anime or popular characters. You can get things like keychains, little figures or badges, but I think the most interesting ones are just the random series because some of them are completely bizarre. I'm sure they make some of them just so you think, that's so strange, I have to have it. And it definitely works, on me at least. They're only about 200 or 300 yen, so they're not expensive, and they're always releasing new series, and it never ceases to amaze me with what they come up with. If you want to see the rest of my Gachapon series, there's a playlist on my channel, and with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, my online shop is still open. I'm shipping orders every day, so if you need to send a present to someone and have it sent straight to them, have a look. There's lots of things that make good gifts, and if you add a note at checkout, I'll write a special message for them. It's cakeswithfaces.co.uk, the link's in the description. So, on to the video. Here's my roundup of amazing gachapon from Japan. And the first gachapon we're going to start off with is a cute one, Penguins at the Doctor's. The name of the series translates to penguin body measurements, and they're having a checkup, taking their weight, height and an eye test. By the looks of it, some of them aren't too pleased with the results. Now I know I said the best gachapon aren't the character ones, but just look at these. Supergurashi crystal balls. Supergurashi is a group of characters that just enjoy a quiet, laid-back life in the corner together. The name Supergurashi means corner living. There's so much merch and all of it is super cute, including these. Light up crystal balls with the characters kind of floating in the centre. It is kind of a strange combination, but it is very cute. I'm looking into your future and it's very kawaii. Something you see quite often in gachapon are little pouches or coin purses, which are always useful. You can fool yourself into thinking you're buying something useful and practical. Quite often they look like little versions of packaging or food products, and these are sandwiches. Sandwich pouches that look just like sandwiches you get from the convenience store in Japan. Series 1 has ham sandwiches, BLT, shrimp and egg mayo. By the way, have you ever tried Japanese egg mayo sandwiches from the convenience store? I don't know how they make them so delicious. It's one of my kind of regrets that I only discovered them on the last day of my previous trip, so I didn't have time to have any more. Series 2 of the sandwich pouches has sweet sandwiches. There's various kinds of fruit sandwiches, which are also delicious, highly recommended, and an anko sando, which is sweet red bean paste. Next, also from the convenience store and also pouches, these are convenience store side dishes, looking very realistic. These fresh dishes and bento boxes from the convenience store are surprisingly good quality and pretty cheap. That's one of the many things I miss about Japan, how you can get pretty good quality food for a good price from the convenience store when you're in a rush. Next is another type of pouch in the shape of underpants that you can use to hold tissues. The title says, "From Pants," and you pull the tissues out of the flies. Sometimes I'm amazed at what you can get from Gachapon for just a few hundred yen. These ones are Minigames. The buttons are little moles. You have to press the one that lights up and see how fast you can do it without making a mistake. And it's only 300 yen. Next we've got mini ATMs or cash machines. I'm not sure exactly how, but I think they actually work. They've got little buttons and you can take out coins and banknotes. Now, you know tattoo sleeves that you put on your arms to make it look like you have a load of tattoos? Well, this next gachapon is a bit like that, except it makes you look like you have cyborg arms, so you look like a robot. And this series takes that concept a step further with a whole range. There's Mechaarms. This one has x-rays, so it looks like it's showing your bones. That one's pretty original. This one has muscles. You'd look like a Titan from Attack on Titan. Or hairy arms. Not sure why you'd want that one. But of course the thing about Gachapon is it's random, so you don't know which one you're going to get. Next, Arctic animals with big chins. Now at first I thought this was just another strange gachapon idea, but if you look at the poster it says Chaparral Planet. So I looked it up in an attempt to understand what's going on here, and if you look it up you find it's some sort of character series, all with very big chins. If you know what this is, tell me in the comments, I've never heard of it before. This is the white series, they're all Arctic snow creatures. Do snow hedgehogs exist? Or is this just an albino one with the red eyes? Next, birds with cosmetics and toiletries. The description says, brush your teeth, wash your face, stroke your parakeet, which sounds like it might be some sort of expression or a line from a song. That is what they're doing, they're all getting ready in the morning. Sometimes gachapon are based on sayings or things that get a bit lost in translation. Either way, it's pretty cute. And just look at the detail. Even the packaging for the hand cream has little birds printed on it. Next, tiny gravestones for your dearly departed gachapon. Is it for when you step on them by accident? All the memorial stones have words on. Now my Japanese isn't good enough to understand what they mean, so I tried putting them into Google Translate and they came out as things like Sunday, vocabulary, sense and motivation. So are these gravestones for when you've lost all sense and motivation? Motivation is dead. Sometimes I really do wish I was better at Japanese so I could better understand what on earth is going on with these gachapon, particularly in the case of this next one. Are these yakuza? Some of them have kind of rockabilly hairstyles. The title says Kyo kara tsupari, which I think means youth from today. So does it mean something like kids these days, as in these guys are all delinquents? There seems to be a black team and a white team, but why are they crouching on the ground? I don't know what's going on here. So we've had gravestones, so to continue the sinister tone these gachapon are taking. Next we've got spooky gachapon from The Ring to give you tiny nightmares. When I was trying to find out more about them, I came across this. It's The Ring crossed with that Chaparral Planet series from earlier with the big chins. It kind of loses some of its scariness when they look so silly. There's even a lion version. Next we're going from The Ring to another sort of ring. Tin can rings. They're mini tin cans that you can wear on your fingers as rings. Very stylish. There's tinned crab, mackerel, boiled clams, a whole choice of seafood. They're actually really detailed labels when you consider how small they are. There's also another series with tins of fruit and another series with cat food tins. Cat food tin rings. Cat food tin rings. Next, teeny tiny laptops, PCs, mice and monitors. They all have tiny cables that you can actually plug in. It tells you which have USB cables and which have other types of connections. But I don't know, connecting up my PC and plugging in all the cables is something I really don't enjoy doing. If I ever have to move it for some reason, it's always really annoying. So why would you want a tiny version that's even more fiddly to plug in? Next, magnetic plasters or band-aids. They look pretty realistic. The example they give is you can stick them on your drinks cans or on your washing machine for those situations where, I don't know, your washing machine gets a paper cut. So it's first aid for household appliances. With this gachapon, you can set up your own miniature plastic taiyaki stall. Taiyaki are street food snacks in Japan. They're made of batter, kind of like waffle, with sweet fillings. The traditional filling is red bean paste, and you can also get things like custard cream and matcha, and they're fish shaped. They're really good, I definitely recommend them. And with this gachapon, you can make your own in plastic. There's moulds for individual and double taiyaki, and for when they're prepared you even get a little cardboard box to serve them in. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this look through the world of gachapon. We've had some cute ones, some strange ones, and some kind of confusing ones. Until I can get back to Japan, which will hopefully be later this year, I've temporarily changed my video schedule to every other Thursday. If you click the bell next to the subscribe button on my channel, it'll tell you when my new video is out. And if you want to catch up before then, I'm always on Twitter and Instagram as Cakes with Faces. I'll see you soon. Bye bye!